Okay, so my previous time for this game was 1:32:38, so I'm going to do a fresh run from this save here. So I'm going to clear this whole fucking chapter, and then we'll go from here as a fresh save. Ugh. Hi, my name is Manameka, and I'm currently going to do a speed run and see how quick I can actually complete the new game straight. It's actually pretty easy to do it, but it's a matter of patience and timing for it. So I'm currently in a public Discord call, so you might actually hear people jump in and out for this Discord call, so be mindful if you end up hearing some unknown people jump in and me talking to them. But nonetheless, I am going to show you how I've been doing the speedrun itself, and if you guys want to see if you can beat my time, let's go right ahead. That's kind of like what I'm planning to. I want to see how fast people can do it. I'm not the quickest when it comes to speedruns. I've done quite a few myself back in the day. I've done stuff like Poppy's Playtime, and I'm not really the highest rank in that, but I did try my best to do something for it. But for this game, I'm not doing any glitches. I am literally just going straight into it like it's nothing. So the start part here, I'm just literally just rushing through, getting all the cats' attention. Because that's like the main thing I need to do first. Is get their attention so they can all move to the sleeping part, and then I should be able to move from here and then go straight to sleep. And that should trigger the next part of the game. From there, the next signal will happen, so I don't even know how long normally these cutscenes take. They normally take about a couple of seconds, up to about 30 seconds naturally. So I need to wait for the trigger to come up. Come on, there you go. So this game's some really finicky jump mechanics. That's one of the biggest problems with it. So it does work, but the jump mechanics can be a bit iffy sometimes. That's what I've noticed. But nonetheless, it works for what I want it to do. Okay. A few cutscenes after this, and we should be moved forward. If you haven't not played this game, I'll be brutally honest. Play it. I actually have completed this game fully with all the cutscenes and stuff like that, and a lot of the spoken dialogue and voiceover for myself. But since this is actually a speedrun, all that will be skipped, so you're not going to see any of that stuff. But the cutscenes itself are stuff I generally can't skip in this game, which is irritating. I wish there was an option just to skip all the cutscenes, because it would have made things a lot quicker to understand how quick the game can be. But, hey, what can I do? I really can't do anything about it. Who knows, I might update it in the future to actually have the ability to skip all the cutscenes. It would be kind of convenient and nice if they did. Okay, let's wait. So I'm going to gain control in a minute. Okay, I got control. So this game has a weirdly dedicated fucking meow button, which I love. I also could love that. Come on, I'm an annoying cat, so I might as well use the meow button as much as possible. So if you end up hearing me spam that all day today for this whole video, then I'm sorry. But it's a necessary freaking evil, in my opinion. Because, meow. You know, just necessary meows, in my opinion. Okay, let's jump down here. Little parkour system here. So, the parkour in this game is not really innovative. It's literally lots of press A to go to this location, press A to go to this location, and so on and so forth. And that's pretty much how this game plays off. So, it doesn't have, like, any, like, proper, like, skill when it comes to the jumps itself. It's just very camera-based and very oriented on that stuff, really. So you have to make sure your camera's in the position for it to pretty much be triggered. But it can be tedious sometimes. So it does work and doesn't work at the same time. And for that, it can be annoying. And I've always had problems when it comes to the jump mechanics on this. Like, timing things can be awkward, and like trying to make sure I jump at the right times, it is very finicky. But that's the whole introduction of this game to Altered. So, when it comes to speedrun, I don't know if the actual cutscenes get cut off using the basic time. But I've always had issues when it comes to adding the timer to the game. So, naturally, I'm just going to try my best to keep it as is. We're basically straightforward with all the cutscenes and a straightforward gameplay with no stops. But I will be counting my game time as the end time. So whatever the time is on the end of my actual stream, of this recording, then you'll find out that's my speed time. But when it comes to the actual true speedruns, I don't know if they'll be recalculating the time itself and not going by this game time, or be doing more towards calculating the whole stream and going from that way. Because there is a damn lot of cutscenes in this game, and the fact is I can't skip any of them. Like I said before. But nonetheless, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. So right now I'm going to wait for the cat to get back up, and it's going to lick its back paw to kind of just, in a sense, heal it. I don't know why that works, but mechanics. But I don't get to run until I get to a certain part of this little area, so it gives me a bit of a stroll here. So even if I spam down the actual run key, it doesn't work. But now I can do it. There we go. So I have actually done a speedrun live, but I did have some irritations from my own chat that way. So I will upload that version and this version, depending on which one's the quicker. But you can see how, like, my chat can be very annoying sometimes. Very annoying. Especially when they spam, like, redeems and stuff like that. So, because I stream every day on twitch.tv/manamaka, so if you ever want to check out my streams, you can go right ahead. And I upload YouTube videos every now and then, so I'm not very prominent to YouTube, but I do upload when I want to actually upload content. But mainly I focus on Twitch streaming and my casual TikToks, which you can check out at TikTok Man of the Fox. But nonetheless, it works. It works in my favor. Up here, up here. Okay. I fucked that up. There we go. There we go. I just find it easier just to do that one there. And then jump up here. Up here. Up here. Then I want to jump down here. I need to do this a few times to knock it off. There we go. No, just... There we go. This is what I mean by the finicky jumping in this game. Like, it is really finicky. It works when it wants to work, and it doesn't work when it doesn't want to work. Alright, so there we go, we can move forward here. No jump. There we go. Shut up, just keep going. Thank you. Even though I had, like, when I streamed this game, I did have a lot of problems, I still managed to get a time of 1:32, which I'm surprised. I'm actually quite surprised that was my first time of, like, when it comes to streaming. But lately I'm getting better at how to do it. And during that whole stream, I only had one death. Death was from these guys, nonetheless. And you understand why these guys are kind of annoying. As throughout the whole game, you only get one you only get one part of the game where you actually do get to kill them with the machinery. But even then, that gets cut short because stuff happens in the story elements. So it's just a matter of just running and then press and make sure you spam in B just in case. Because they do latch onto you. They remind me of the face huggers from Half-Life. Like the head humpers. And all that stuff. But look at the kind of look to them where they kind of remind me of it a lot. There we go. They also kind of jump like it in a weird way as well. But you get like a spam of them, like there's a lot coming at you at once. There we go. Alright, so there'll be a little scene here. But the first thing I want to do is go through this door here. And then speed up. Jump on here, over here, and over here. I figured out where to jump on this game. Like I've already figured some parts, like where my jumps should be actually looking and where I should be aiming. But like I said, the jumps are very finicky. Getting there, thank you. There. Down here, then I want to jump down here, and boom. So the next part here is literally going to jump on this platform and it's going to knock me off. But that's fine, because I can make up for this. Up here, and I want to go up here, and then up here again. That's what I mean by the finicky jump stuff. It's like, it takes time, but once you get the mechanic of it and where to aim your jump, it works. But sometimes it doesn't. So, skip that part. Over there, and up here. You can literally just run 2 different ways here, but I just find it easier just to jump in and out from different things, and then just doing that. Because as the game's looking here, you literally are following lights that a robot is literally putting into different areas for you. So once it's done, I got to run for here. Kind of missed my little turn in there. And pull this out. Drop it. Drop it, please. Good kitty. Drop it. Thank you. Don't need that anymore. Because even if I jump through here, I'll lose it immediately. So, this little scene here requires me to jump on the keyboard. And I've just got to act like a fucking cat. You know, if you're a cat that just wants to walk over your keyboard, this is the basic terms of what you're doing here. Just to continue on the story, you're literally running on the keyboard. There we go. And it'll say open the door. There we go. So this requires me to get a few of these panels. So what I want to do is jump on this so it gives me time to do the other ones. And there's 4 of them to get. So one here. One is literally right here. Okay. One is on this. Sometimes it doesn't actually get... You have to get really close to it for it to trigger. One's up here. And the last one's up here. So if you're actually trying to need a guide for this game, I'm pretty much giving you a guide at the same time. Of how quick things are. Okay, with this, I can run through it. Then I want to jump on the sofa here, jump on his head, and then go over here. Knock this box over. And then pick him up. And this is where some of the dialogue comes from now. So I have to kind of skip all the dialogue by just constantly pressing X when it comes to it and pressing B when it comes to the end of it. So I'm going to try and stay quiet through all the cutscenes because I generally think these cutscenes are so nice. They're actually really cute. So this is B12, our main companion in this game. There's a lot to B12 itself. For example, what he is and who he is and so on and so forth. But I don't want to go to spoiler territory because if you don't want spoilers in this game, well, you kind of really don't want to watch a speedrun in a sense because there will be slight spoilers with the cutscenes. But nonetheless, it shows you more information about who the character is and stuff like that. So, B12 has lost his memory, so we are going to help him get his memory back, but we are literally not even going to care about how his memory works because this is a speedrun, goddammit. We don't need to know his memory. What we need is items he gives us and everything around us. Thank you. Give my backpack, and I'm going to do a weird fucking stroll and lie down like a little kid does. These cats are lazy, goddammit. Alright, let's move. So, I'll need that key in a minute. Normally there is a code I'll need, and I keep forgetting it. So I will have to go and see that key, see what that code is in a minute. It's not a very, it's like one of the ones I always forget to remember. There we go. Because the code is literally up here. So it's a 3948. Okay, cool. That's it. That's literally all we need to do. Okay, that's done. And it's 3. No, it's 3748. Fucking me! Ah! There we go. I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that when I do more speedruns of this game. And I can skip all this dialogue and do the cat spin. I don't know why. I just like doing the cat spin. The cat spin is like unique to me. I am gonna keep this as my mechanic. Alright, I'm gonna get closer, so I am just literally just gonna jump out of here. And not worry about it. And there's going to be end up cutscene up ahead. The problem is when you try and skip all the cutscenes, like any of the actual cutscenes, is you've got to remember that you are also going to make sure you gotta be careful how you do things. Because you can actually skip a few things that you need to do. So there's an easy way to do this. I'm pretty much going to take this way because I prefer it. And jump down here, jump over here, and back to the cat spin. These actually kind of jump to get you, but they always fail. See? And this is where I just want to run. And jump up here. So you're about to meet the main actual, like, residents of this actual world, which are these robots. Like a little fancy little creepy, like, monster. Robots. They're not really monsters, are they? They're just robots. But this gives you just time to what kind of mechanics or what kind of like, well, not what mechanics, but what these robots are feeling. Because they currently feel like I'm one of the monsters, and that's why they're running away. Because the monsters are dangerous towards them. They are pretty much they eat metal, and they can kill you as well. And these robots are very scared by these monsters because they are swarms. So not just like individual. You remember the Flood from Halo? They're literally like the Flood from Halo. They swarm you. They give you no chances to step up or step down. They'll literally swarm you like some kind of rabid monster. But hey, we get to see some of the characters now. We're not going to talk to any of them though. We only get to talk to about 2 of them. Probably 3 of them. But nonetheless, not many of them. Because there is a lot of actual story related to every user in this game. But we're not going to care about any of that. We're not going to care about any of that. So, in a minute, he's going to stump down and stop the sirens going off. And once he's done that, we can actually see everyone come out, and that opens up what we need to do around the game. So there's a few things I need to do in this game to try and continue in the storyline. But I need to do rooftop stuff, and I need to do stuff on the ground floor. The rooftop stuff is pretty easy, straightforward. That's what I'm going to try and get through first. And the idea is I got to talk to him. He's going to tell me to go to one of the rooftop people. And then I go from there. So I'm going to show him an item. And he's going to show you where I need to go. So, where do I do from here? Well, pretty much make my way up. If you ever get stuck in this game, you can ask B12 for help, but I kind of know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm going to do this one easier because it's literally on the way. So, originally you're not meant to do this until you know what to do, but there are 3 books you need to find. And they are in these boxes. They're like in different areas. Okay, this one's not in this one. I've noticed that these boxes sometimes do change where the book is. And sometimes it can be a bit annoying. So I want to knock all these boxes down until the book shows itself. There it is. Thank you, there it is. There we go, got it. So them books, the book actually goes randomized in them boxes, and I don't know why, but it does. So with that done, I can literally now just get out of here. That's 1 book down. There's currently 3 books I need to find in the wild, and that continues the storyline for what I needed to. So I've done that one. But while I'm here, I also need to annoy the fuck out of this guy over here as well. So there's a little trigger here. Just wait. Wait for him to pick up paint count. There we go. And I'll need to go back down there later for something. So I'll be covering some things down there pretty quickly. Or I can just do it now. You know what? Let's do it now. I've never tried to do something this early. So, the mechanics of jumping in this game are a bit all over the place sometimes. I've had issues with it, but they worked when they want to work. So, there's something in here I need to collect, which is this. You'll find out what it's for later, but not right now. So, let's head back up. So, with that done, I need to head all the way back up. And just find my way around. Okay, no, that's the wrong way. So this is what I mean by the mechanics of where you're jumping and where you're running, because I'm constantly spamming the jump button. But what you need to go is all them places with the blue faces on, because that is actually where all the books are. It's nowhere the outsiders are as well. So it's like little characters that you'll see eventually through the game. So I want to knock these books over because I need to do this in a minute. Okay, thank you. Makes it easier to get through later. And translate that. Alright, that's done. So what I've just picked up there is a pair of keys, which I'm going to use in this little area here. Thank you. Okay, that's done. That book's done. And now I'll just make my way out. There's actually if you want to learn the lore of this game and some of this stuff, there is actually a character in there that is literally pretty much dead. I'm just going to be honest, because that's what he is. But he has a book on him which tells you some of the actual lore of the world as well. And he tells you some stuff as well. And it is quite interesting. It is quite interesting. What I need to go over is over here now. And this will be the final book. But it makes it easier for me to get to the next area from here, though. So, the notebook is literally over here. There it is. Okay, that's all of them done. So, I don't need to worry about that now, because that's literally completed all that stuff. So, when I go and see Momo, which is the character that I go see from up there, then I've got all the books ready. I've got some of the stuff ready as well for the next part of the game as well, so I don't even need to worry about some things. It's just a matter of just parkouring my way up here now with the cat's mechanics. Hello, Momo. How you doing? The reason I need the detergent, because I need to pick it up later. And I'm going to pick it up literally as soon as I come back from this area itself. Because once I've done all this scene, there's another scene with Momo. I have to go back out in the wild, and I have to put a transmitter on a tower. I need to show him an item. I need to show him the postcard. It gives me his notebook. And with that done, he'll ask for me to find all the actual other notebooks. But the thing is, I've already done that, so I can just go and show him all three of them. And done. That's it. And a cutscene will play off. In this room, there's also a little funny thing, but I won't do for the actual speedrun because I'm trying to get through it as quick as possible. There's an actual paper bag. You can actually put your head on it. It's actually quite funny. The cat will actually look like it's stuck. But since I've already done it, the paper bag's no longer there. So that's kind of annoying. But yeah, there's a paper bag in there. You actually do it, you get an achievement for it. So keep that in mind if you're ever playing this fresh. Alright, cat spin. And jump over here. So this one I need to rush through a bit because there is an annoyance because there's a lot of the Zerks all around. The Zerks are the actual creature's name, by the way, if you're curious. And they can do this to you. They can swarm you, and it's not very nice. Because it can slow you down as well. And there's quite a lot of them in this area. So I want to do... Not worry about the Zerks at the moment. I could just I could do that. Done. And with that done, there is a memory here I can use, but I don't want to care about the memories because memories are a part of the game that literally gives you more unlockables, but I'm not trying to do that. And I want to move this barrel. I don't even need to move it all the way, but there is a one way you need to require to move it all the way to make it easier to get the mission done. So jump over here, jump up here, and I'm pretty much getting through this area pretty quickly. So you're probably thinking, where am I meant to go now? Oh, it's over here. And jump over the fence, and I want to use this panel here to unlock it. So the Zerks are all come down. I need to make sure they come in this area. And then once they're all in here, I want to press the panel here. So come on. And press it. And that makes my life a bit easier. Because that means I don't have to deal with them hurting me and I can pretty much get this done. Because there's no actual dedication like damage and stuff like that in this game. And it's a bit awkward sometimes. Because you don't know how much injury you've got from the Zerks. But nonetheless... Once you pretty much get through it, you're pretty much straightforward. So, the next area is literally running through a bunch of the Zerks, because they're actually very... This is pretty much like a breeding spot for them. And you'll notice what a little area like where the actual Zerks come from, because there's a lot of little, like, little bubbles in the ground, and that's literally the breeding of the Zerks. That's kind of how they kind of get loads of them. And that's why these places look like this, because... yeah, this is a breeding ground. It's not very nice, is it? But it gave me the creeps the first time I played it, but I kind of just figured out what it is eventually. So there's quite a lot of them in this area. So what I want to do is run them over here and get their attention so I can just start doing this. And I want to jump over here. There's like quite a few in this area, so it's just a matter of just like getting their attention, running around, and just jumping. Okay, there we go. Right, this one's a bit more of an awkward one because they're actually all three here. So what I want to do is like this door. And I want to lead them all to this direction over here. So they'll all come over here. Because they can't actually... They don't jump out. So that gives me a chance to just get into this now. There we go. Smooth sailing. And they'll just pop. So there's more Zerks in this area, so I just want to just get through them. Not worry about them. And now I'll come up to this part, which requires me to activate an elevator. So this is coming to the end of this little chapter here. So once I activate this lever, more Zerks will come down, which causes more frickin' problems. Look at these little frickers. Look at them. They're all over the place. But nonetheless, I gotta get through this. I gotta literally run like a goddamn crazy cat. I'm a freaking fox. Like, I have to go through this, and I'm a fox. This is not very pleasing to me. I feel sorry for this cat, but nonetheless, I am doing this. Okay, that'll come down in the next run. I can literally now just go straight to the exit. So, jump up, jump over, hack. And jump on this out of the way. So, jump on that, come on. It's only about the mechanics of like the finicky jumping. It's kind of finicky. So yeah, that's a breeding ground for this axe. Let's see what order my actual thing is. So I need to make sure it's in the second order. So what I want to do in a minute is jump up there and then go around, and I should be finished with this area. There's a little cutscene down here as well. So skip all this dialogue here. Press this. And that should be it. So after this, it comes to the second part of this game. The second part of this game requires me to go down to a not really it's kind of sewage area, but that's like the... It's kind of like a little area that is like the sewers. It's locked off, but that's why I needed the detergent. Because I needed to give the detergent to give to a trader to buy some cable. And the reason the cable I need is so I can actually knit... it's going to sound weird. Electrical cable to knit some kind of like poncho for someone. Yeah. Electrical cable to knit a poncho. I don't know why, but it's just entertaining to realize that I'm knitting a poncho with fucking cable. But nonetheless, cat spin. Cat spin. I don't care about anything else, just cat spin, dude. So, I need to cover two things in this area. First is get the cable. Second, I can literally do the poncho later. But there's a little thing over here I need to read. It's going to read the note, and I need to skip all this. Okay, got the notes read. And it's going to get this twice, and fail the first time, get the second time, and then jump through. So, with that, I want to jump on this. Cat spin. Jump down. And with this, I want to get through to a different area first. So normally you would actually get to the bar which is down there, which is where he is. But I don't want to do that yet. I want to get down to this area first, and I want to get to the trader. This one covers me a bit quicker than I thought. Let's see if we can knock this into it. Beautiful. So I want to trade this. I asked for a detergent, got the cable. Brilliant. Did I get it in? Yeah, I got it. I missed it. Fuck. Okay, never mind. I was trying to get a one shot there, but it just failed miserably. Okay, so I want to get in here. It's going to wait for me, Momo is. And I want to just get into it and then make sure I'm get ready to jump on this chair in a second. Because once I jump in this chair, cutscene will play. You'll tap on the chair, then I can jump up. Yo, he gives me the first pat in the game. The first robot in this game to give me a head pat was Momo. So we're going to meet Zanzibar now. Zanzibar is like a... Well, we're only going to get to meet a bit of him. Because the main two characters we get to see a lot are Momo and Clementine. So they're like the two major characters that get most of our attention. So here's Seamus. He has lost his dad. His dad's name is actually Doc. Little reference. I will show you later what kind of reference it is. Okay, so with that done, I need to actually follow him now. I can't run ahead because they actually don't really pay attention to it. So I need to just follow them. So this is like time where it just takes the piss. But nonetheless, it's fine. Because if I run ahead, it'll start looking for where I am, and then it will just stop him in his path. And that itself is kind of annoying because I want to get to the next location with him there. So I generally have to wait to him to get there first. Okay, there we go. I was going to bang on the door twice, I think. And there's the third. Oh, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 8 times. He's not stopping. Oh, no. Okay. So, Seamus is not answering his door, but he's going to lead me over to the little passage here. It'll make me easy to get in. Open it, please. Once I start getting through, a cutscene will play. Skip that. It's going to give me something to show him. So Seamus is going to be shocked, so I'm going to show Seamus an item. And the item I'm going to show him is a basic book. So he's now going to ask me to find where the hidden room is. But I can show you. Straightforward. Knock this off. And the code is right there. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting my cat to do that. But okay. Okay, the code is literally, it's 2511. These codes don't change. So 2511. What the hell? Why do you not work? There we go. So I want to jump through here, jump up here, jump up here. Then I want to knock this off. And there's the walkie-talkie. There, it's in my inventory. I need to wait for a Seamus to go through a thing, and it will go back to a little scene here. Then I can literally show him what I want. Because originally he meant to look around the room, and he starts strolling around the room with him as well. Okay, now that's done, he's going to lead me out. No fun thing, you can actually just run through this door in a minute. As soon as Seamus touches it, and slightly starts to open it, you can actually just run through it. So, 3, 2, 1, 2. There you go. So with this done, I want to go this way. It's sometimes hard to actually keep track of where I'm running, but I need to run back up here. I need to find Grandma. Grandma is literally right here. I want to show her the item for the electrical cable, and she'll give me a poncho. Alright, with the poncho done, there's a reason why I need the poncho. Because the poncho gives me access to this area here. Because he's asking for a poncho, this character is. So I want to run for the door. Go around here, up here. Normally you would find it a lot easier to give him the poncho first. Because he actually tries it on. I can just press X immediately and end that cutscene, end it again. And then do it again. And it'll fix it instantly. Simple as that. With that done, I want to go through here. And scratch a few times. Okay, cool, I'm out. This is where the finicky jump comes in. So I want to get down first, and there we go. So now we've done that, we want to go back to Seamus' place and show him the new tracker that's been fixed. And it will lead us to another area where we'll meet Doc. Yep, I fixed it. Alright, so now we're going to let this cutscene play. So you'll check over it, and you'll see if it works, and so on and so forth. As you can tell, I'm just taking my time with this one because it takes a while. It takes these sweet time, so I'm gonna take my sweet time. But the area he's going up to is literally this door up here, but I can't. It's like the thing with Momo. I can't run past him. I've got to wait. And then I'll wait until he gets closer, and then the cutscene will play. Alright, let's do this. There we go. So the next part of the game requires a bit of waiting as well, because I need to wait for a moment for Seamus to get to a next door, which is literally not far from here, really. I just gotta wait for him, really. So I'll go wait for Seamus to get over here. And then it will trigger a cutscene where he talks to me. It'll give me a badge, and the badge is actually on my coat, as you can tell. You can actually unlock badges through this game, which is required from doing like little side missions and so on and so forth, and you can actually unlock all the badges. So this scene is requiring me to get to the next area now. So welcome to Dead End. This requires a lot of running again. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest scenes in this game. You may have seen this in the trailers. But playing through it is awesome. I can run through these and just go through, because they'll just disappear. There we go. Okay, and now I need to jump up here, and through, and then it's a little puzzle here. Okay, down here. So, this game has quite a small amount of puzzles. It's not very overdone with puzzles, but the puzzles are pretty much straightforward when you figure it out. Alright, now wait. Oh no, the cat's hurt itself again. It's fine, don't worry. The cat's done a lot worse. Okay, so the cat will just do a little limp here, and then it will lick itself in a second, but it gives me a little boost when I go about here. So I can get a bit further on. But that's fine. That's all I want to get to is there. There's multiple ways to get up here, but this is actually the easiest way, just to jump through here. And then try and get the jumping. Like I said, the jump is very finicky. But once you figure it out, once you get used to it, it's pretty straightforward. Sometimes it does the jump, like makes it easier for do an automatic jump. I want to keep this ball, there it is. Alright. On one of my runs, I did actually die in this area, and there's a reason why I died, and I'll show you in a minute. But first thing first, I want to go meet the Doc. He is literally Doc. His name is Doc. He's Doc. But there's a little reference he does. And it's going to be one of them things where I just tell you, if you don't look now, you'll miss it. But here you go. So I want to knock the... It's over, which is the actual light he uses to actually kill these robots. He's going to talk about it, and look, the Fluxter. You need 1.21 gigawatts. Yeah, that is a reference, nonetheless, to the wonderful film known as Back to the Future. Yep, he is Doc Brown. He is the Doc from Back to the Future, but in robot form. You can't go wrong with that, to be honest. That's a pretty damn awesome reference, in my opinion. So he's gonna give me a fuse now, and the fuse is like the problem with this part is the fuse will actually start triggering all the little Zerks to come after me. And when I tried to do a speedrun here, I have died. But I have done through like some of the areas that you expect me to die. I've died here, of all places. So a little cutscene will play. And the Zerks all come. And believe me, there's a lot of them. Not just one. There's several. There's more. I don't know how many there is. But I have to run. And the annoying part is I have to wait on one part here, which is here. Wait for him to come. Then I'm going to sprint. And you can see why I can die here. But I'm through. That's how I died originally, because I got trapped with loads of there in that little location. And because there's loads coming at you, yeah, that's a problem. So with that done, he's now going to upgrade my robot to give him the ability to, let's say, kill the Zergs. So I am actually come up with a name for the cat. But my stream did. The cat's name is Muffles. We are dedicating this cat as Muffles through this whole run. So Muffles is the main character, as you can tell. Little friend B12. We got to call this cat Muffles. If you like the name, tell me in the comments. Simple as. But nonetheless, we have done everything we can here. And now I've got this new ability to use the laser. Well, it's not really a laser, but it's a light thing. Originally, there's a way to cut through this. So I'm going to wait for him to open the door. But once he touches it, I can literally just carry on. And I want to kill every single one of these so I don't have to worry about them later. Done. So he's going to go for 2 dialogue choices here. He's going to tell me, oh, yeah, you're going to kill all these. Oh, one Zerg's still alive. Okay. There we go. One was still alive. One was still alive. I completely missed him. Alright, so this is a puzzle here. I want to make sure I get through Burns first, but I need to wait for this little cutscene to play. I wish I could move through this cutscene, but I can't. It literally locks me in place. Alright, so now this is where a small little puzzle comes in. I need to move this all the way over here. Lock it in, make sure it stays that way. So with that done, I want to jump onto this one. Jump off this one. And then I want to move it this way. Oh, fuck, I jumped out. I didn't want to jump out. Okay, once I get to about, let's say, here, we're good. I can jump up. And we're good. So we're here. I want to press this alarm here. And now I want to get my red ready, because once I go through here, there is Zergs waiting for me. That's all done. I have to literally kill all these Zergs. There we go. Got them all. Now wait for this to load. And then I just want to spam these. There we go. This is the annoying part about this. It takes time to reload. But I've done it. Oh, there's one. There we go. Got him. Literally, little one was just waiting for me. And there we go. So we've done all this little area. There's little Zergs a little jumping outside, but nonetheless, it's done. This whole area is completely done now. So after this is done, we are going to the next area, which is the boat scene. So we actually go through the sewers, and the sewers area is pretty quick. But the next town area is where the hardest comes from, because the next town area is kind of annoying. Because there are drones around the area that actually scout you, and you can actually be pretty much caught, and they pretty much instantly kill you. And if you're not quick enough, you can pretty much die. But I managed to do it, and I figured out a pattern how to do it, and every time I've done it now, it's kind of worked in my favor. So I want to run to this door and then just wait. Normally you can just enter this area. As soon as he enters the door, that's it. The cutscene will play. And it's kind of a touching moment, so I'll let you guess this. Seamus is the son of Doc, and they haven't seen each other in ages. So it is kind of a touching moment to realize that they're actually seeing each other for a long time, and they haven't seen each other for a long time. So they get to see each other again. So when they're done, I can now start moving in a couple of seconds. So I gotta wait for the we gotta wait for this little cutscene to play. So I got a little head pat, and I want to run over here. They'll see here, and I want to just press B. There we go. And boom, we can move forward. Because I'm not meant to actually move that far, but I found out that during that cutscene you can actually move. And the furthest I've actually got was nearly inside, but before the actual caught me by the actual camera. And then it can be annoying, because that means like the camera bugs out. But hey, what can you do? And boom, we're in the next area. So this is the sewers area of this game. It's really not that long to complete the sewers. About roughly 10 minutes if you're... I guess like that's just like if you don't want it quick. But the things that take the most of the time is this part itself. So this part itself can really be tedious. Because what you're doing is waiting for this little boat to get to the next area. So roughly 10 to 20 minutes you can get through the sewers area up to the next town, which is roughly 2 sections of this game. Because you get to meet another character. You actually do get to meet Zanzibar in a bit. But you'll lose Momo, but the story will continue the fact that the cat got out. Right, the summary of this story is the cat is trying to get out to see his family, but you're actually playing 2 stories at once, where the actual cat is looking for his family, and the robot is trying to figure out who he is and what he is, and what kind of identity he has. Because he has got no memory. So, they're kind of an odd little team, but nonetheless, it's kind of cute. And B12 is an adorable robot. Yeah, that's just there you go. A little janky moment there. I can jump in a second, so once I get close, I can jump. Boom. And then I want to rush through here. So what I want to do is I want to get to that little panel over there. That'll allow me to continue on. But the issue, kind of one of the biggest issues, as you can tell, is the Zergs are all in front of it. And I want to jump on this panel. The Zergs can kill you. That was a bad timing that time. That's the first death of this run. This is the problem with the Zergs and that little metal thing. Because this only lasts for so long. The light, I mean, not the light, but I'm talking about the actual weapon against the Zergs. Only lasts for like a few seconds. And you only get to use it around this part of the mission. So what I'm going to do is activate all the Zergs and wait till they group up, and then just do this. It'll blow up, and then I want to do it again. Wait till it turns. And then I want to just jump on this. Okay, that's done. Alright, so give me a chance to jump on the boat. There it is. And we should be fine. So, you're gonna learn something creepy about the Zergs. And it's not very pretty. But you're going to see a lot of them all over the place in this area, as you can tell. In this area, I don't really want to go any further than running, because that's kind of like the best option for me right now. And staying any further away from this place would probably be worse. But where we're heading off to is over there. Once we get close, a little cutscene will play, and I can skip into where I need to get to, which is the next area. And the next area requires a lot of running, and a lot of use of this. The annoying part about this, like I said, it only has a few seconds to be used. And once you've used it, it's kind of annoyance. But they only allow you to use it in this one area. Because after this area, you don't really see the Zergs much after that. The Zergs are kind of like the main entity for this first part, but the next entity is kind of annoyance, which is the drones. But you'll get to see that soon. So I need to wait for Momo to screw this up, which you could have just let me hack it, but oh well. And he's gonna talk. So with him done, I can jump over here, and now I gotta wait. So, okay, thank you, Mama. I can jump straight through this, by the way. Once it's got a little open, it gives me the ability to jump into it, so it doesn't really matter. Now, a little strong from the start, but now I should be able to run from here. So, this part you'll get to see a lot of the Zerg stuff. And there's a lot of them. And the fact that they're just creepily just watching you. Well, that's because you're actually entering their home base, in a sense. They're really not the nicest place to be, really. But nonetheless, I'm going to make the most of this. So, this area, I'm going to go around them. I don't want to set any of these Zergs off, because that's an annoyance. Because I require a lot of running now. So this part I want to use my ritual red lips now. That'll make my life a bit easier. But yeah, I'm being watched. I am being watched. Alright, that's the first run of this area. We're coming up to the second run in a minute. But first thing first, I need to jump through all this. And do a little puzzle here. So I've already got my pathing down in this area. It's pretty straightforward. So once I start hacking this, these will start opening their eyes in a second. And more Zergs will come out of nowhere. It is very problematic. But that's completely fine. Boom, done it. Meet one of the biggest eyes in this game. If you want to know anything about the Zergs, you have to play the game. I will recommend that. That's a big eye. The robot's going to realize the cat's in danger and start helping himself. But there's a big problem with this. He is going to blow. And thus comes the most cutest thing of the cat picking him up and going for a run. The cat actually does think of this actual robot as a friend. Okay, so I'm just going to keep running and just make sure they don't get to me. And just keep making sure that B's ready to be spammed when it needs to be. So this time I want to go the left side. And then take the sacrifice here because there's going to be a lot of them. If I just press B, I should be able to find. There we go. And then just run straight forward. Because they'll start shooting in a second. There we go. So I want to nudge this twice. So it actually lives it back up. And I want to wait over here. Because I'll do the cutscene. And then enter, hack. So we are going to the next area of the game now. Because I'm going to run through here. So, welcome to Ant Village. We are hardly going to stay here. We are really not staying here at all. But if you want to pay attention to what the story leads up, this is where you find a lot more about the robot. So if you want to quick pause it, it's completely fine. So he's going to stay mute now for a bit until we go up. So I want to jump up here. And I've recovered a memory. So I'm going to go up this way. And I want to go up this way, but it cutscene will happen here. I want to jump up here, jump up here, jump up here, and jump up here. And meet Zanzibar. By the way, Zanzibar won't last long, because we won't be seeing him for long. We'll just be skipping most of his dialogue. So we'll just spam X. It'll take us to go see Momo, and that's it. That's all Zanzibar gets. That's all. That's the amount of Zanzibar stuff we get. That's fine. Good character. Great character. Great dialogue. I'm sorry. We don't get to see him much, but you normally after that, after you meet Zanzibar, you get to talk to all the residents in there, and you'll find a bit more things to go do and stuff like that. But we're not doing any of that because you don't need to. The game doesn't actually stop you from carrying on. It really doesn't. Because once you go through these pipes and go up here, you're out of the game. And you're into the next area, which requires a lot of problems. I'll say that much. This is where some runs can die. This is literally where some runs can actually die. So first thing first, we'll just go down here, and then we'll get a little scene about a little subway. A little subway station. Yeah, it's completely fine. Everything's destroyed anyway. But this is very integral to the plot. Because this is where normally you would be mid-game right now. But at the same time, it also is kind of end-game. Because this is where you would be end-game. So right now we want to make sure we skip all this dialogue. I am definitely going to skip all the dialogue. And then want to head straight up here. Of course you don't really want to skip the dialogue if you want to play the game naturally. But I'm doing it for a speedrun mechanics. So we're going to get to meet a few robots around this area, but we don't need to worry about them. All we want to do is going to carry on forward here. And we want to help some robots from this location to make our life a bit easier. Because that means we don't have to go back. So we're following the pathing over here, and then we'll see these 3 robots over here. They're not doing anything, they're just kind of just looking at the little cameras above them. So what we're going to do is going to help them out. We're going to destroy them cameras. Because, Fox security, eh? These guys just want to dance and have fun. So let's give them a helping hand. That's one. So there's only 3 cameras. There's one there. There's one over here. And there's one over here. That's it, done. So we've given him a helping hand with all the cameras gone. So with that done, we want to head back up. There's a reason why we did that early, is so we don't have to deal with them later. So with that done, we can head up over here, and we'll get to see a new character, which is Clementine. I am very confused if Clementine's a boy or a girl, but I believe it's a girl. Just that's where I was. So I am going to be referring Clementine as a she throughout this whole game, so don't worry about that. But most of the robots, I'll just probably call them they, them, because you know pronouns are, we don't know what robot gender they are. We'll just call them genders. We'll just call them them. Alright, so they're going to tell me that they want to go to a different location and want me to find someone. So with that, we have literally now unlocked most of the actual area of the game to do some things. So with that done, we want to jump over here. Skip some of the actual rooms. There you go. Made our life a bit easier. So with that done, we want to go talk to these 2 guys down here. And they'll give us something. This guy will definitely give us something. Can you give me something, please? Thank you. So, there's a reason why we need that cassette. But first thing first, we want to go into the bar, which is right here. And we just need to knock someone up, knock some sense into someone. He's currently passed out, so we're going to knock him out. Don't get the logic of it, but technically I was going to knock something on his head. Which, in a sense, just wakes him up. So, that's logic, I guess. Not done. He's good. So, he'll be a lot more beneficial later, because we need to get into a little area which requires us to get a helmet. But there's a reason why I picked up the cassette tape. So, it's going to take a while for him to walk over there, so we're going to go straight over to this location here. Through to the back. And we're going to use the cassette player right onto this item here. So, what this does is play some blaring music, which is going to distract the guard, which means we can just go and steal that. Yeah. We're literally doing this to steal an item. Then we just wait in this box. Because we're waiting for this guard to get over here. Which it takes his sweet-ass time, nonetheless. He really does take his time. He's gonna get fucking held out for being late. We don't care. That's his own problem. Alright. So, with that done, he's now going to pick up the box and let me inside the thing. There's a reason why we need to go in there. Because right in front of that window, can you see? There's a hard hat. We have to wait for him to drop us, and then we can just jump out. The reason we have to go through this way out is because if we go for the main way out, well, we get caught, and we don't want that. So once that's done, we need to go and meet Blazer, which is over here. We're going to show him... I'm going to show him a little picture that tells him that we are part of his team. We're going to help him out. And with that done, we need to give him 2 items. The 2 items we need to give him is literally the worker jacket, which we just picked up, and the helmet. And now he's going to get dressed. I don't know why he wants us to turn around as a freaking robot, but hey, what? Nonetheless, I guess. He wants to get us the box. We get in the box, and the next scene will start playing. Right, we're in. Well, we're in and out in about a few minutes, believe me. It don't take us that long. Hey, what's up? We give him no chance to turn around. And then we'll have to wait for these ones to actually kind of do what they need to do. So we'll jump over here, jump over here, jump over here, jump over here. Normally we'd actually wait until they start jumping, but what we want to do is just jump. See, they'll kill us normally. But we don't need to care right now. Not at the moment. Anyway, this one, I just want to wait for him to do over there. As long as you're quick enough, you're completely fine. This is the reason why these are annoying, because they're actually kind of instant death. So here we want to wait for the boxes to come through, and you just want to go underneath them. And take your sweet time. This one I like to just rush. Once we're through to this area, we can just run. And that is it. Smooth sailing all the way through. So now we want to grab this and walk it out of this. We don't want to be seen by these lasers, to be honest. Well, no one wants to be seen by lasers. We just want to be safe, don't we? So this requires us to do 2 things. One, we need to move some robots around. So these 2 robots here, this one here. Yeah, you're probably wondering where the second one is. I'll show you in a second. He's right there. So we want to make sure he's literally early into the spot we need him to be. This will make our life a bit easier. So I want to move him a bit closer and then stop him here. Jump on top, and then it gives me an option to prompt on there. Jump over. This makes our life a bit easier when it comes to jumping in. Get the robots who actually do what I needed to. And I want to move it onto this little spot over here. Yeah, it takes his sweet time, but that's completely fine. Once he's on it, I want to stop him. Then I want to use the barrel to get through to the next side. So if you need help with the puzzles, I am literally helping you in a couple of seconds. Alright. There's a reason why I rushed a bit area there, but once I collect the item, that's the battery, everything will go into full alert, and this will also affect some of the outside area and trigger some new scripts. So in other words, it kind of changes the world a bit. Because I've just done something. But hey, cat spin. So I want to wait, jump, jump, and jump over here. So with this done, we need to get a way back up to see Clementine again. But the bad part is that whole area is going to be locked off now. Because they found Clementine. Well, they found where she was hiding at least. But we can just rush through this. And we'll wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, wait. And then we just go head up. So what we want to do is go this way. And you want to jump over here. And you just want to jump over here. Wait until he jumps in. And then just run over. That cuts half of the actual area for us. So this one, jump over here, and jump onto this. Oh. The camera's a bit finicky there. So this will find out that Clementine is actually gone now. So, someone just followed me on Twitch. Oh. Alright, and it'll tell us where to look for. But the pretty much easy things to find are this item here. And this will have one underneath it, which is literally the first one. Press Y on this. We need to scratch this a bit. And then we're going to have some finicky jumping here, so we need to make sure we're in a spot where it can jump. There we go. I want to jump up here. And the next finicky jump is this one here. This one's here. Alright, jump down here. And you want to get to look up here. That one's there. Alright, and the last one is onto the desk here. And sometimes I just try and make sure the camera actually allows me to jump up there. And there's the last one. Okay, done. We're good. So we've got the whole thing, so we can pretty much jump out of this place now. And we're out. So we now know where Clementine is. Clementine's actually at the bar. Or is she? Well, we're going to find out pretty easy. So what we do here is pretty straightforward. We want to jump up here. I pressed the wrong thing. Jump up there, please. Thank you. Good boy. Alright, jump up there. Well, I'm going to call you... Muffles? I'm going to call you a girl, actually. Or gender. I don't know. I don't want to be gender defiers. So we're going to just keep going with the... Muffles is they. Every robot is they. Everything is they. So whatever you want these genders to be, you can. I don't care. I'm female, so it doesn't really matter about my gender. So let's go forward this way. I'm going to show him the item, give him that. He gives me the handle, and with the handle, I want to go up this location over here. Back to the robots, and we want to use the handle onto this. Jump up on it. And with that jumped up, we've got to now wait until this comes down, so we can jump onto it. And once that jumped up, we'll look up, and we'll see if we can jump in a second. So I'll use that, and I can jump straight up then. So with this, I want to use the puzzle here, which is press this once. Press this one. And you want to press the third one. It's a bit finicky sometimes, but once it works, it works. Because that means all of them are up, and then you want to press the middle one again, which literally lowers all of them down. So with that done, we can just jump over now and do some parkour stuff. Alright, so this part, we'll just wait until that happens, which is a little cutscene. Shane is going to walk away into the next location. But that's straightforward. Run over here, over to the next spot, and move into the next part here. Up here, and the next cutscene will play. So yeah, Clementine's been betrayed. Betrayed by Blazer. Because Clementine is actually wanted. And so is this cat for some reason. I don't get why they want a cat for. Why? What benefit do they get from a cat who doesn't know shit? The cat is just here just to get home. So what benefit is this? Like, seriously. But I'm going to just keep running around in circles now. Because the cat's trapped. So as soon as I can move, I want to do this. Alright, so now I can run. So that gives me a chance to actually start running ahead. So with that done, I want to go this way, I want to go this way, I want to go this way, and I want to go up here. As soon as the camera's got the actual action, I can move forward. Oh, knee dropped. But that's fine. That's fine. The cat's safe. Alright, this one's pretty much run over and do a lot of jumping. I've already figured out most of the puzzles in this game now. So you'll find some horrible sights here of actual robots being reset, which is kind of like a way the robots get pretty much just destroyed in this world. That's completely fine. Wait for him to reset, thank you. And Clementine. So Clementine doesn't... I can't understand a word of Clementine's saying here because we don't have the robot to translate. But she's going to point anyway to a location we need to get to, which is the keys. Okay, cool. We even know where the keys are. Fine, this is going to be easy. So, go through here. Jump over here. I normally just jump around. Jump around. Jump up, and get down. Okay, so we're going to go over here, get the keys from over this location. Boom. Keys done. And we want to get back around on ourselves. So Clementine will start waiting and putting her hand down to give us the keys. For her to give us the keys. There we go. Give the keys to Clementine, and she'll get a way out. Now we could just, like, be an idiot for a bit. Spin, cat, spin! Because we are more waiting again. We are literally waiting for them to come and open this door. And Clementine like to take their sweet time. Come on. Come on, Clementine, move. Okay, once Clementine opens the door, we should be able to just run through. There we go. So now we're going to wait for another cutscene to play out, which is literally Clementine going to this door over here, but reality, we need to go save B12, which is over there. So, that's the thing, it's like the slowest part of this game is waiting for these people to go and trigger the cutscenes. I'm going to spam the meow button for a while now because this is a long cutscene. So Clementine's now over here. She realized that B12 has been trapped and we need to go save him. Well, another B12's another we don't know, because we don't know about B12. I don't want to spoil anything, but I know what B12 is. Do you guys? That's the question. Well, if you played this game, then you probably do. Alright, I'm waiting for Clementine to open the door. And then it will just go for a walk animation, because I can't actually run in this area. So Clementine will just tell us that something's going on. But we can just get through this now. So this part would be the most difficult for most people, because I struggled at the first time I started playing this. Until I realized that it is a lot easier than I thought. I'm not talking about this part, I'm talking about the robots. Because these drones are literally on a timer. And just waiting for the right opportunity for them to actually get to where you want them to is a pain in the butt. And then you've got to wait for these little laser things to get through. But this is like the only time you ever really mess with these lasers in any of the game. It's kind of weird. But I need to wait for this. Yeah, there's loads of boxes around. And the boxes are purposely there to make sure you hide. But, you don't need to. This is how quick you can get through this area, just by following this pathing. So what you want to do is just run. Straight through the center, jump up, press Y, and then jump down. That's literally it. And now we're going to wait for this robot to move slightly. And once it's moved, I can just run around. I do around here, so it doesn't trigger him off. And through the ceiling. So there's two ways to handle this robot up here, but the easiest way is just to climb up here. Wait for him to turn. And then jump down. There's no more lasers in this area, and that's most of the actual drones things done. But there's actually one more place for the drones. And this part is kind of the annoyance one, because you have to get the drones locked inside of a little room. So now I've got everything back for B12. So that thing is going to do the good thing, good friend. Clementine's gone. I'm going to unlock this door. So it's door unlocked. We want to go up here, this way, and we want to knock these bricks off. This will make our life a bit easier when Clementine just gets down. I'm going to be an idiot and just jump around. So Clementine will pick one of these stones up. Well, there's bricks, and she'll smash the window. Well, they'll smash the window at the top. Listen, I don't really know what gender they are, but I'm just going to call them she. I'm so used to just calling them she because of Clementine's such a female name. I understand. So, now that's done, then I'm going to go over to that location over there and just sit. There's a reason why they're sitting. Well, it's not really sitting, it's more crouching. Is so I can jump on the head. Once the head's jumped, I can jump further up, jump over there, jump down, and jump down. So, that way I can activate this area here. So with this done, we are on to the next zone, which requires me to, let's say, get the attention of some wonderful robots, which are annoying. So I'm going to get this, let them talk. So with that done. Alright, so the robots see me. That's good. I want it to see me. I want to get him here. Once it's in here, it's going to go around, and I just want to hack it. Later. That is how easy it is. So I need to wait, because Clementine's going to open the next gate. And I got to do it again. But there's two of them in the next zone, which is annoyance. But the easiest way to do it is to distract one of them, and then walk into that little zone there, and then literally meow like crazy. So he's going to open the door. I'm just going to get their attention. Hey, what's up? Oh, shit. There we go. There we go, got him. It's a lot more difficult sometimes, but I got through it. I could have done it a lot quicker if I actually managed to get their attention, but the AI is unpredictable, so that's one of the things we've got to deal with. Unpredictable AIs. So she is going to go through there, but I want to go through here. Muffles is going to go through this way, and they're going to activate the door for us. And then we're going to just quickly just run over here. Because I have to wait for this little cutscene to play. Alright, when that cutscene's done, we want to go over to this little car here. And we just want to scratch the keys. That way she knows where they are. Okay, with that done, no. Clementine will jump in the actual van. I want us to jump on the back. So with us jumping on the back, we can literally just carry on further on. So jump on, and they'll do reverse. Want to jump up, go down, go down. So this part gets a bit scripted in a sense, because in reality, we meant to get chased here. But they always miss. I've never had them actually hit me once. So I don't know what that means, but hey, it means something, I guess. Don't want to run. So the camera will zoom in a minute and we can just proceed. And that's area's done. So, Clementine will now disappear for a bit. And we'll get a little sad scene of Clementine giving us the keys and going. So, when we've got keys from Clementine, we can now move forward. Because we want to activate the actual subway. It shouldn't take us that long to really activate the subway. So, with this area done, we can now head out. I want to run through the train cart here. And I want to head straight down to here. So we did pick up the battery, and there's a reason why we picked up the battery. Because the battery is for this little unit over here. But if you want to just get next to it, you can just spam the Z if you actually got it in the first slot. Like that. So this will activate the train and, well, the subway cart, and pretty much open everything. And we have got the subway key for this as well, so now we can actually move to the next zone, which is actually the final zone of the game. And boom, we are moving to the next zone itself. The next zone is like one of the easiest zones out there because all it does is require me to scratch things. It might sound weird when I say that, but that's literally all I have to do is scratch. And I mean literally just scratch. The door I want to wait for is this door here, because this is literally the easiest way to get up. So, you want to notice that this area looks a lot more cleaner in a minute. That it doesn't look as bad as the other places do. Because it's not as desolate as the other things. And I tell you that much. This is going to look a lot more cleaner. Completely. See? No rubbish, no nothing. It's just complete tidy. But we don't care. There's even robots painting a wall that's probably not been painted or doesn't even need to be painted. But we can't do anything about that. Alright, so I want to move this robot here. And then with that, I want to quickly activate that. As I move the robot over to here. So that'll end up cutscene. Alright, so once the robot gets closer, I need to get him closer, come on. He'll just automatically put himself in that spot. So now I can literally activate that. Run over here. Press Y, and do some scratching. This will activate the next part of the game. Well, kind of nearly near the end of the part of the game. So what we need to do here is we need to activate a lot of these actual control systems, and we need to open up stuff. So let's go and do that. So what we're going to do is go up here. So he's now recovered his final memory. Well, his main memory. So press X here, and it'll activate a little actual cutscene again. So he'll try and do all this activation stuff here. And then he'll want us to go over to all the keypads and activate the ones that are turned off. And the easy way to do that is by doing the cat thing, which is jump on them. And find the ones that are inactive. Just go into this. And just do the basic cat thing. And then just activate the keypads. That's it. Done. So now we're going to find out that we can't do anything. So we need to literally start destroying some control panels. But before it does that, it will go into complete lockdown. So, what we need to do about this? Oh, well, we're stuck here, aren't we? We can't get out of this place, can we? Well, we can. We just need to literally just knock these panels open. And we need to just do cat things. Yeah, but cat things. It's a hacking cat. What more do you need in life? Alright, so once we run over here, the little intrusion alert alarm will start activating. I don't know what effect it does when every human's dead, in a sense, in this world. So, jump up here, and we want to knock this panel over. And then we want to just look at this. And then we want to do cat things. We want to hack this, and then we want to keep moving to the next panel. He's literally injuring himself every single time he does this, because he's using a lot of his power just to activate these panels. Which is kind of sad, actually. But we can't do anything about that. Story elements. Ah, I got scared. But anyway, let's do cat things. Smart cat, isn't she? Okay. Or he. I don't know. I don't know what gender muffles should be. Tell me in the comments what gender muffles should be. But anyway, he's going to... that robot's going to pass out. I'm going to literally pick it up. I'm going to pick it up. And then I want to jump on this panel here. And then I want to press Y when it gets close. And next cutscene. This is kind of like the final cutscene of the game. Well, the final dialogue tree of this game. So, they're going to open up the actual wall now. Well, the ceiling. But during that, we are going to lose our friend. It's kind of sad if you know the story or what's going on. But the sad part is this is a speedrun, so I can't really tell you the story. I recommend you guys pick this game up and play it yourself if you want to know what's happening and why this has happened. But nonetheless, the world is now going to see light. The world is going to see light for once. So, with that done, we can now finally move to the final area of the game. We say goodbye to our friend, even though we only known him for close to an hour, and my controller decided to disconnect itself. Literally last minute. This happened on my stream. I'll tell you that much. But nonetheless, it still doesn't count towards my time. So we're going to move forward. You're going to move this way. I think my battery's nearly dead on my controller, actually. Nonetheless, we can do that at the end. Run through here. I like how my battery decided to start dying towards the end of the game. But that's okay. That is okay. So I am playing this with a controller. Like I said, this on PS5, it's on PC, and I recommend you guys picking this game up. It is a phenomenal game. It may be a short game if you are doing what I'm doing here, which is a speedrun, but for the way the game is, for the story of the game, and for the world of the game, I recommend it very highly. I've enjoyed every moment of playing this game, and I've played it through a stream, and I've even done it through a recording right now with you guys, for you guys, to show you how quick you can beat this game. But if you want to experience the world, take your time. That's what I did in my first playthrough of this game. I took my sweet time. It took me over 5 hours to complete it. But to know that how quick you can beat the game naturally, it's awesome. I recommend this game highly. But nonetheless, I've done it. And I've done it in 1 hour 27 minutes, which actually beat my last record. So, this is how you speedrun it, but you can also use it as a guide if you get stuck between the puzzles, because it's very straightforward. But nonetheless, I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this game highly, and I need to go back to playing it and trying to lock all the lockables and trying to find out where all the memories are. But nonetheless, if you want to see how fast you can run this game, then thank you for watching this video. I don't do all that bullshit about asking people to subscribe to this, but I recommend you guys to check out my Twitter and my Twitch, because I stream on a regular, which is at twitch.tv/manamaka, and you can watch me live there quite a lot. And I'm very active on my Twitter if you want to see my actual full persona, my character like that. Yes, I am a furry. I'm very open about it. But nonetheless, that was Stray. And I recommend you guys play it yourself. This game is amazing. And I fell in love with it. Thanks, guys.